Right now, deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, construction crews are putting the finishing touches on a weapon so powerful it could end civilization as we know it in just 30 minutes. This isn't science fiction. This is America's brand new Colombia Class submarine, and what it can do will leave you speechless. Imagine a single vessel carrying enough nuclear firepower to simultaneously strike 128 different targets across every continent on Earth. We're talking about one submarine, just one, that possesses more destructive power than entire armies of the past. When the USS District of Columbia slides into the water in 2027, it will become the most lethal weapon ever created by human hands. Here's what should terrify America's enemies. This new submarine can launch a Trident missile that will reach Moscow in 30 minutes, Beijing in 25 minutes, and any capital city on this planet before most people finish their morning coffee. And it's not carrying just one missile. It's carrying 16 of them, each one capable of turning multiple cities into ash. The old Ohio-class submarines were already the most feared weapons on Earth. But this new Columbia-class, it's not just an upgrade, it's a complete revolution in destructive capability. With 12 of these underwater monsters planned, America is about to possess the power to reshape the entire planet in less time than it takes to watch a TV show. The question isn't whether America should build these weapons of ultimate destruction. We're already building them. The question is what happens when the most powerful nation on Earth gets even more powerful. If you're proud that America is building the most powerful weapons on Earth to keep us safe, type proud in the comments below. Section 1. The Colombia Class, a new breed of destroyer. Let me tell you about the Colombia-class submarine, and prepare to have your mind blown by what America has created. This isn't just another submarine, this is a floating apocalypse. The Colombia-class is the largest submarine ever built by the United States. And when I say large, I mean monstrous. At 560 feet long, it's longer than the Washington Monument is tall. But size is just the beginning of what makes this weapon absolutely terrifying. Each Colombia-class submarine carries 16 Trident II D5 missiles. Now, here's where the math gets scary. Each missile can carry up to 8 nuclear warheads. That means one submarine, just one, can deliver 128 nuclear warheads to 128 different targets simultaneously. To put that in perspective, that's enough firepower to destroy every major city in Russia, China, and North Korea combined. But wait, it gets worse for America's enemies. The Navy is building 12 of these submarines. 12. Do the math. That's 1,536 nuclear warheads that can be delivered anywhere on Earth within 30 minutes. That's more destructive power than what ended World War II, multiplied by over 100. The USS District of Columbia, the first of these underwater destroyers, will enter service in 2027. When it does, it will possess a nuclear reactor that never needs refueling for its entire 40-year service life. Think about that. 4 decades of continuous world-ending capability, hidden beneath the waves where no enemy can touch it. These submarines use brand new electric propulsion systems that make them virtually silent. They can sneak up on any coastline in the world without being detected. By the time an enemy knows they're there, 16 missiles could already be in the air, carrying death to over 100 different targets. And here's the most chilling part. Each submarine operates independently. Even if somehow an enemy managed to destroy 11 of them, that 12th Columbia-class submarine still carries enough firepower to end their civilization. But the true horror lies in what these missiles can actually do. Section 2. Trident Missiles, 30 minutes to global destruction. The Trident II D5 missile is quite simply the most destructive weapon ever mounted on a moving platform. When one of these launches from a Columbia-class submarine, it doesn't just threaten one target, it threatens the entire concept of national survival. Picture this nightmare scenario. It's 3 a.m. in Washington, D.C. The president receives word that America is under attack. Within minutes, a Columbia-class submarine receives launch orders. 30 minutes later, major cities across an entire continent cease to exist. That's not a Hollywood movie. That's the terrifying reality of American naval power. Each Trident missile weighs 130,000 pounds and stands 4 stories tall. But don't let the size fool you into thinking it's slow. When this monster launches, it accelerates to over 15,000 miles per hour, fast enough to cross the entire United States in just 12 minutes. Here's where the physics get absolutely insane. The missile shoots up to 700 miles above Earth, higher than the International Space Station, before coming back down at 7 times the speed of sound. At those speeds, there's no defense system on Earth that can stop it. By the time enemy radar detects the incoming warheads, they have less than 2 minutes before impact. But the real genius of American engineering is the accuracy. After traveling 7,500 miles through space, these warheads hit within 300 feet of their target. That's like shooting a bullet from New York and hitting a specific building in London, every single time. Now here's what makes this absolutely world-ending. Each missile carries multiple warheads that separate during flight and hit different targets. So one missile launched from one submarine can simultaneously destroy 8 different cities. Imagine watching the news as reports come in of nuclear explosions in Moscow, St. Petersburg, Volgograd, Novosibirsk, Yekaterinburg, Nizhny Novgorod, Samara, and Omsk, all happening within the same minute, all from one missile. Multiply that by 16 missiles per submarine, and you're looking at the ability to destroy 128 major population centers before any enemy even knows what hit them. That's not just military capability, that's the power to erase entire nations from existence. And America has perfected this devastating capability with different types of destruction. Section 3. Multiple levels of destruction. From cities to continents. What makes America's new submarine capability truly world-ending is that we've created weapons for every level of destruction imaginable. The standard W-76 warhead carries 100 kilotons of explosive power. To understand what that means, picture the bomb that destroyed Hiroshima, then multiply its power by 6. That's what each warhead can do to a city. But that's just the beginning. For harder targets, military bunkers, underground facilities, heavily fortified positions, America has the W-88 warhead. This monster packs 475 kilotons of destructive force. That's enough power to vaporize everything within a 5-mile radius and cause severe damage up to 15 miles away. One W-88 warhead could eliminate an entire metropolitan area. But here's where American strategic thinking gets really sophisticated. We've also developed the W-76-2 low-yield warhead. This represents a completely new level of nuclear warfare capability. Unlike the city destroyers, this weapon is designed for more precise destruction. Military bases, naval fleets, strategic installations. What makes this terrifying is the speed of escalation it enables. If an enemy uses smaller nuclear weapons thinking America won't respond with city killers, they're wrong. Our submarines can respond with perfectly calibrated nuclear force in 30 minutes or less. Now imagine being an enemy military planner trying to defend against this. You're facing submarines you can't find, carrying missiles you can't stop, delivering warheads that can be precisely tailored for any target you want to protect. There's literally no defense. The USS Tennessee became the first submarine to carry these new low-yield warheads in 2019. Since then, American submarines have been patrolling with the ability to deliver nuclear destruction at any scale, anywhere on Earth, within 30 minutes. But the most frightening aspect isn't the weapons themselves. It's how impossible these submarines are to find and destroy. Section 4. Invisible destroyers. Unstoppable and undetectable. Here's what should keep America's enemies awake at night. They have absolutely no way to stop what's coming. The Colombia Class submarines use stealth technology so advanced that they're practically invisible underwater. We're talking about boats that are quieter than the background noise of the ocean itself. Enemy sonar operators could be looking directly at one of these submarines and never know it's there. The new electric propulsion system eliminates almost all mechanical noise. Traditional submarines use gears and reduction systems that create vibrations. The Colombia Class uses electric motors that are virtually silent. The only sound these submarines make is water flowing over their hulls, and even that's designed to sound like natural ocean currents. But here's the truly terrifying part. These submarines can sit motionless on the ocean floor for months at a time. They can position themselves off enemy coastlines and wait. The crew can survive underwater for over 2 months without surfacing, breathing recycled air, and drinking purified seawater. Think about the psychological warfare aspect of this. Right now, there could be an American submarine sitting 12 miles off any hostile coastline, invisible to all detection, carrying enough firepower to destroy that nation's 100 largest cities. And there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. The ocean covers 139 million square miles. Finding one of these submarines is like finding a specific grain of sand on every beach in the world. Except this grain of sand can end your civilization in 30 minutes. Enemy nations have spent billions trying to develop anti-submarine warfare capabilities. They've built underwater detection networks, deployed acoustic sensors, launched hunter-killer submarines. None of it matters. American submarine technology is so far ahead that these defensive measures are useless. And even if somehow an enemy got lucky and detected one of our submarines, they'd still face an impossible choice: attack it and guarantee nuclear retaliation, or let it continue patrolling with world-ending capability. But the real strength of these underwater destroyers comes from the incredible Americans who operate them. Section 5. The Silent Warriors, Masters of Global Destruction. The submarines are incredible machines, but the real weapon is the extraordinary Americans who crew them. Every person serving on these boats represents the absolute elite of the American military. The selection process is so rigorous that fewer than 1 in 10 applicants qualify. They must pass psychological evaluations that would challenge anyone, master nuclear engineering that rivals PhD-level education, and demonstrate the mental toughness to carry the ultimate responsibility. Think about what these sailors do. They spend months underwater, hidden from the world, ready to execute orders that could end human civilization. They maintain nuclear reactors that power weapons of unimaginable destruction. They operate guidance systems that can deliver death to any point on Earth with precision measured in feet, not miles. The submarine commanders represent some of the most trusted individuals in America. Each captain holds the knowledge and capability to destroy multiple nations. The president trusts these officers with power that kings and emperors throughout history could never have imagined. During a typical patrol, these crews operate in complete silence and secrecy. They can't communicate with their families. They can't reveal their location or mission. They live in spaces smaller than most people's apartments, working together with precision that could determine the fate of nations. And they do all of this while carrying the weight of ultimate responsibility. Every person on these submarines knows that they might receive orders that will change the course of human history. They train constantly, practicing procedures that could unleash global destruction within minutes of receiving authentication codes. The average submarine patrol lasts 77 days, over 2 months of invisible patrol, ready to surface and launch at any moment. During that time, these crews maintain weapons that could destroy every major city in multiple countries simultaneously. But what makes these underwater warriors truly special is their absolute dedication to keeping America safe through strength that no enemy can match. Section 6. America's Ultimate Shield, Peace Through Overwhelming Power. Here's the beautiful irony of America's new submarine capability. Weapons designed to destroy the world actually keep the world safe. Every potential enemy knows that attacking America means facing retaliation from submarines they cannot find, carrying weapons they cannot stop, delivered with accuracy they cannot defend against. This isn't just military deterrence. This is the guarantee that any aggression against America will result in the complete destruction of the aggressor. The Colombia Class submarines provide what strategists call assured destruction capability. No matter what happens to American forces on land, in the air, or on the surface of the seas, these underwater destroyers will survive to respond. There is no scenario where an enemy can eliminate America's ability to retaliate with world-ending force. This creates a situation where rational leaders simply cannot choose war with America. The mathematics are too simple. Attack America, and your nation ceases to exist within 30 minutes. No military objective is worth national suicide, but the deterrent effect goes beyond just preventing nuclear war. These submarines ensure that no enemy will risk any major aggression against America or our allies. Why risk escalation when you know it could lead to your complete destruction? The $130 billion America is spending on 12 Colombia-class submarines represents the best investment in peace ever made. These weapons are so powerful that they prevent wars simply by existing. Our allies sleep peacefully knowing that American submarines patrol the oceans with world-ending capability. Our enemies think very carefully before making any aggressive moves, knowing that American retaliation could arrive anywhere on Earth within 30 minutes. The Columbia-class program also drives American technological leadership. The advanced systems developed for these submarines often revolutionize civilian technology. The nuclear engineering, computer systems, and material science that make these boats possible keep America at the forefront of global innovation. Most importantly, these submarines ensure that America remains the world's dominant power for the next 60 years. No nation can match this capability. No enemy can defend against it. No ally needs to fear abandonment. Conclusion: America's new Colombia Class submarines represent the ultimate evolution of military power. Weapons so devastating that they can destroy the world in 30 minutes, yet so effective as deterrents that they actually keep the world peaceful. When the USS District of Columbia enters service in 2027, it will mark the beginning of a new era of American dominance. 12 of these underwater destroyers will patrol our oceans, each one carrying enough firepower to end multiple civilizations, operated by the finest sailors in the world, ensuring that America remains secure and supreme. The next time you look at the ocean, remember, somewhere beneath those waves, American submarines stand ready with world-ending power, keeping our nation safe and our enemies in check. That's the kind of devastating capability that only the world's greatest military can provide. If this video showed you why America's submarine force is absolutely unstoppable, smash that like button and subscribe for more content revealing America's incredible military dominance. Because understanding our overwhelming power helps us appreciate the safety it guarantees.